Hey, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing wonderfully well. And so excited to talk to you about the topic of the day. So, first of all, our virtue this week is grace. Grace. And our reflection on grace is I am open to abundance. And abundance is, the idea that there is enough. And so I found a quote about abundance, and it says, abundance is being able to do what you need to do when it's time for you to do it. And man, when I, there's several different practices on the virtue card. And when I pulled, I am open to abundance, and then I reflect on it and I, say it over and over again and I reflect on it. And I wait for the message to come to me. And so then I look for a quote and I look for a song and it all kind of rolls together. And then, of course, if I have a story from my life that's relevant, that's always helpful to bring the message to life. And so I am able to do what I need to do when I need to do it. That's abundance. That means that I'll have whatever I need whenever I need it. And that's a mindset. You either believe in abundance or you believe in scarcity. Either we have what we need or we're short on it. And when we operate from a place of scarcity, there's fear and there's anger. There's this idea that there's not enough. That it tends to be a negative. But when we operate from the mindset of abundance, that there's always enough, that you will have whatever it is you need when you need it, is a strong belief to have. And so um the I had the craziest thing happen to me. First of all, last week on Monday, I felt something. I felt something. I inherited that from my grandmother. I felt something, not quite right. Knew it was coming, didn't know what it was. Went about, doing what I needed to do, And then here comes the next Monday. And sure enough, bam, smacked me right in the face. I was driving home from work and listened to D.L. Hughley, and he was talking about the Derek Chauvin trial in the death of George Floyd. And, being the mother of a Black male, um, it hits home for me. All of these different incidents hits home for me, particularly that my 23-year-old is going to move away from home at the end of the summer to go and finish grad school. And truth be told, I'm really not worried. Um, I'm not really worried, but yes, it does bother me. I have often reflected in sessions that being the mother of a Black male shows up in my work quite a bit. I do tend to be sensitive to how we treat Black males as an educator, and I'm hypersensitive to when I see people, you know, engage with Black males. And so anyway, I made a post as I listened to the D.L. Hughley show. In fact, I verbally set it into my phone because I couldn't type it into my phone, and I got reactions from it. People at the job thought that I was speaking on something specific at work and that I was making a statement about um, the workplace. And it really caught me off guard. Although I do tend to make very broad statements that can be interpreted in many different ways. And so when I reflected and I talked to a couple of people about the reactions, and I was reminded of who I was as a teacher. And I remember that I definitely felt that I provided my students with rigor. And I remember one time my principal, we were working on this book study, and interestingly enough, the chapter that I was assigned had to do with rigor. And one of the definitions of rigor was emotional rigor, when you present information or opportunities that stir up the emotions. And I would say, yeah, that's probably me as a teacher. And I taught middle school for many years, high school for a couple of years. And I absolutely presented ideas that were meant to make you think, you know. And I really did ascribe to that particular definition of rigor, where you cause people to question their beliefs and thoughts and actions, and create a system by which to evaluate. Definitely don't mind that at all. Can also lead to controversial things. That was not my intention. I don't think that consciously that was my intention, but subconsciously, that's just who I am. I'm an educator. Um, I like to elevate things. I like to pour things into a pot and see what can be created when we're honest and open about things. So anyway, I went from, kind of anger and disgust about folks sitting around talking about something that I posted on Facebook, to realizing that everything in life is always working for my highest good. And I simply have to look for that lesson. And I did. And thankful for the people in my life that allow me to vent, and then allow me to process, and allow me to come to some realizations that are for my highest good. And it led me to this quote, that I will be able to do the things that I am meant to do. And so, to get back to what I was saying earlier, I knew something was coming. I didn't know what it was. I could almost put my finger on what it would be about. And sure enough, bam, it presented itself to me today. And it's just another lesson for me that whatever it is I choose to do, whatever I endeavor to do, I am going to be able to do it because of grace and abundance. If I believe, if I have grace for myself, if I have grace for others, if I believe in abundance, if I believe that I have whatever I need, man, I'm telling you, that is such a powerful lesson. Such a powerful lesson that we learn over and over again, and that we have to convince ourselves of, that I will have everything I need to do whatever it is I am meant to do. Remove all fear, all doubt. What a joyful mindset to have, to know that anything I need at any given moment will present itself to me. And then I was sitting here thinking, there's a song, there's a song, there's a song, there's a song, there's a song. And it was Hezekiah Walker, God favored me, despite what anyone has said, whether they misunderstood or understood perfectly, whether they're on my side or fighting against me. I'm favored to be able to do whatever it is I believe it is for me to do. Nobody can stop me from that. And that's comforting. And that gives me joy. And sometimes we falter in our belief in our own ability to do the things that we were made to do. And you have to be reminded that no matter what, no matter how hard, no matter who's on the other side, you're able to do the thing that you were made to do. So seek to know and understand what it is you were made to do. And then have belief in yourself that you can make it happen, because you can. I say this and I believe it, and I'll say it again. You were born to win. Everybody was born to win. And it's not about competing with anyone else. It's about always striving to be a better version of yourself every morning that you wake up than you were before, that you will take the lessons that you've learned and apply them for your greatest good. That's important. Learning what your greatest good is and always striving for it. So that's my message for you today. Learn what your greatest good is, learn what your purpose is, align it with your passion, and know that there is enough resources, there's enough goodwill, you have enough energy to make anything you want to happen happen. And when you believe that and you put some work behind it, you'll make anything you want to happen happen. So go ahead on out there and make it happen, guys. Smile big today, knowing that if you are true to the best that is within you, that the world, that the universe, that life will give you the best that life has to offer. All right? So take that with you and take care.